I was talking about how the that is that is a regimen. The only thing I do for 2 hours is nothing. I've never done anything for 2 hours in my entire life. No, one time I watched a movie that was almost 2 hours long. That was the only time that I ever did something for 2 hours straight. And I didn't even, it wasn't even a full 2 hours. It was just really close to 2 hours. It was tough. I felt the burn after watching a movie for that long. That was taxing. It's not easy, man. I don't know if you've ever done it before. I don't mean to brag, but uh, no, all right, what no, actually one thing I've nearly spent 2 hours doing is trying to think of these silly quests. Like they shouldn't be difficult. I just like I don't know. I tend to dwell and like get hung up on like little language things when I should just be like cranking this stuff out. Let's look at what quests we have because the other thing I will try and do is like keep variety. So like right now I'm actually feeling like a complete lack of inspiration about these things. So one way to find that inspiration is to look at what we have and try and figure out like what we need or what we'd want. And I mean especially that'd be especially this would be especially a good time to do that because we have one of each type to fill up. So basically any idea we have could fill up one of these spots, and so then we can start like figuring out how we want to do this. Um, so like arson, boulder, bridge, festival, kitty tree, meadow, pirate ship, rainstorm, riot, treasures. So I feel like we're kind of playing softball a little bit. So for one thing, we like I mean we have the meadow, and now we have a festival, and we have stuff like the bridge, the boulder, and the rainstorm, which are all just like natural occurrences. We have treasure, so like treasure, festival, meadow are all very like softball. Arson, pirate ship, and riot. Oh, that's funny. They kind of break up into groups. Like arson, riot, and pirate ship are all like very intense. Uh, Brit or no, not Brit. Like yeah, Boulder Bridge, Rainstorm are all very natural. Meadow, Treasure, and Festival are all very like they're just delicious. Uh, I lied. I have watched the Lord of the Rings. Oh, not the extended versions. No, I did watch the original versions though. Oh man. I was just thinking about trying to pretend to be a programmer, and that would be fun. I'm sure that would go great. I'm sure that would go super great if I ever tried to do that. The odd one out here is Kitty Tree. Kitty Tree is just delightful. But it's real. Kitty Tree is real. The struggle is real. So maybe I should make more like the struggle is real. But also, yeah, I mean, like, actually, the thing I was trying to point out is that, like, there's not much in the way of intensity. So I need something that's at least intense. So, like, what's a, I mean, what's the nature of multi-select? Multi-select basically means, like, the actions are not all-consuming. Like, the actions are like, something that you can do non-exclusively. So what does that mean? Like, so what does it mean to be in a situation that's intense and have like options like that? I mean, one thing that these could exist on a longer time scale. Like these could imply that like you can do things because you have more time. You can do more things because you have more time. Oh my gosh, wow, oof. Are they good? Like, is it 12 hours is awesome, or is it like the sort of thing where like they put in like basically everything, and you have to be like kind of really into it in order to like it. Because like, oof, that's a lot. 12 hours, gosh. I did really enjoy them though. I like the non-extended versions. The Yeah, they were really good films. Uh, I like that. um, all right. I yeah. I guess I was psyched to add this like multi-feature. I guess I no yeah no I hadn't put as much thought as I suppose I could have into what exactly it means. I I yeah. So I don't know. I guess like I'll be honest. Like this was not the reason I added the multi feature. I added the multi feature for a very different reason, and so I'm kind of trying to like retrofit it. So it could just be that I don't actually want to do this. That I don't actually care about multi. Like I added those event types too. Those type two events. So there's that. I did technically add events, and then yeah. So maybe I don't really actually even want to do this. That is one possibility. Um, Arson Boulder Bridge Festival, Kidishi, Meadow, Pirate Ship, Brainstorm, Riot, Treasure. So, what's an intense thing? What are just more intense things? Like, it doesn't even have to be about multi, but like, what are more intense things? Like, what do I want to add to this game? Like, I don't know, like dragons, I guess, is the obvious choice. But what about dragons? Uh, oh yeah, so okay, so here's some more. So I'm still thinking about like what multi means, and so one thing can be one thing multi means could mean is it exists on a longer time scale, and so you're able to take more actions. One thing multi means is that you're not necessarily the one taking the actions; you're just the one making the decisions. So, like for example, if you have like a team of like whatevers, like you can tell people you do this, you do this, you do this sort of thing, or they could be just non-exclusive actions. Like so, if like if one of the options is to like talk about stuff and the other options is to like do a thing, like maybe you can talk while doing the thing or something. Um, so what are we doing with dragons? What's the point of this whole dragons? Maybe dragons. Maybe no. Maybe it shouldn't be more about dragons. Like specifically, like maybe it should just be more like fantastic things. Uh, like for example, kitty tree doesn't have to be kittens. It could be like baby unicorns or something. I don't know how the baby unicorns got stuck in a tree. Uh, Kitty tree. Yeah, I think I will change kitty tree. I heard of I heard of what's like a fantastical creature? And these are all rhetorical questions, so I apologize for phrasing them like regular questions because as I mentioned before, this is like a personal project, not a collaborative project. But I'm trying to think of like what is a fantastical creature that would have like cute offspring that might get stuck in a tree. Like chimeras are not as cute as they could be. What about like griffins? Griffins, like you don't necessarily want to fetch from a tree because like maybe they live in a tree. Like that seems like actually a sensible place to find griffins. So uh, I don't think minotaurs have kittens. Also, minotaurs are like sentient. Like they like are high intelligence creatures, and so I don't know. It doesn't have quite the same. Uh, it doesn't have quite the same feel. I wouldn't imagine. So a small herd of like honestly, the best thing I can think of is unicorns, unicorn kittens, unikittens. Uh, no, but if you say unicorns are stuck in a tree, it makes it sound like their horn is like stuck in the tree or something. You don't picture them like up in the tree. Uh, so, all right. Anyways, this is like not a an important topic, But what why am I distracting myself with this? What should I be distracting myself with? Uh, Event type 0. 0 is do whatever you want. So that one should be really easy. I just have to get way better at this. Like, way better at this. Kinda. Especially if I'm gonna do like live events. Cause like, yeah, yeah. I mean, well, so one thing that I kind of intend to do with live events is like kind of have a game plan up front rather than, cause like DMs don't go into an event like and just like sit down and be like, all right, what do you want to do? Like DMs have like a very specific plan before they do stuff like this. So, uh, hmm. So, I guess this is a good exercise though. This is good practice for when I get to that point, I guess. I don't know. So, uh, so dragons, huh? Dragons are like something action oriented or something fantastic. Uh, I'm gonna look up mythical creatures because that sounds interesting, more interesting than what I'm doing right now. Mythical creatures. List of legendary creatures, sure. Whoa. It's just an index of letters of the alphabet to find. I'm guessing there are going to be a lot of legendary creatures. Wow, look at all these legendary creatures. Is there a shorter list of legendary creatures? Let's see if we can find a shorter list of mythical creatures. A shorter one. I don't want an exhaustive list. I want like the top 50 or something. Witches has its own category. What am I looking at? What weird part of the internet have I found myself at? Sure, Greek mythological creatures, sure. Centaur, don't have kittens. Cerberus, that'd be puppies if anything. Chimera is the closest that I've found so far. And that, I don't know. I don't think that's the right tone. Harpies, belonging trees. Manticore? Head of a man. Oh, interesting. Merpeople, Mormo. Vampiric creature who bit bad children? Wow. Where's the Lamia? Vampiric demon who preyed on children. Oh! Art. Oops, what am I doing? I didn't mean to click there. Mythical animals, here we go. Griffin. Phoenix. Phoenixes don't have kittens, and they belong in trees. Sphinxes, yeah, they're like humanish. Unicorn. I guess they could be unicorn kittens. No, that's just distracting. That doesn't make sense. So like mythical creatures, feline. Types of mythological cats. There we go. Nope. That's a very short list. Winter Inferno, hey. Oh yeah, sure. It's JourneyBot is the chat channel. It's here you go. Gods don't have kittens. Oh, alright, I see what you mean. I get what you're saying. Alright, mythological felines. Oh, right, here we go. So, yeah, Chimera is like the closest one. It might be chimeras. Lamasu. Oh, again, faces, human faces. What's up with all these like human face things? Excuse me. Panthers? Panthers are not legendary creatures. Panthers are real things. Sea lions? That's cute. Wow. I guess there aren't that many legendary felines. Legendary mammals? I don't know. Legendary... Because they could be puppies, I guess. Why are they stuck in a tree? I don't know. The world elephant. World elephant kittens. Baby world elephants. What's this Selkie? Oh, there's also faces like humans. Why do I keep clicking on the ones that have faces of humans? Maybe it's... I don't know. Maybe those are more recognizable. I don't know. Excuse me. Maybe they'll just be chimera kittens. No, that's distracting. They'll just stay as kittens for now. Well, we've accomplished a lot. Mythological pigs? Adorable. Mythological deer? No, we already have deer in another event. Mythological bovines? Alright, sorry, I should stop this. Not accomplishing anything. What is a caprid? Oh, like a goat? Interesting. Caprid. I learned a new word today. Caprid. Cryptids. Huh. Hey, look, it's cats. There are cats on this list. Alright, anyways. Oh yeah, so Winter Inferno, sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Everything, okay, yeah, no, you figured it out. Alright, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, it all explains itself. It just takes a second sometimes, so, yeah, I'm sure when you got there, it probably just was, like, silent, and, like, yeah. But, yeah, it looks like you got the gist of it. Oh no, everyone chose hoist. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Alright, I'm not covering as much ground as I should. Maybe I am. What's a hominid? Oh, like... Wait, what? No, what's a hominid? Chupacabra? I have no clue what a hominid means. Human Z? What on earth is happening? Reptilian human... Oh, part human? Is that what that means? Weird. Mythological horses! Yay, horses! Horses! Mythological rabbits and hares? Wow. Jackalope. They could be jackalope kittens. Although I don't think jackalope have kittens. What are baby bunnies called? I guess bunnies, right? So what are baby jackalopes called? Bunnies? Jackalope bunnies? Oh, it's North American folklore? I guess that makes sense. Whatever. This is so fascinating, isn't it, you guys? I'm so glad to be sharing this with you. No, what I actually mean by that is I feel bad about how boring this is. So maybe I should be working on something else. I think part of it is that I'm kind of low energy from being tired and stuff, so I'm gonna blame that. I'm gonna blame some of it on that. Although I really shouldn't, because that's just a poor excuse. So I'm gonna instead drink soda and get revitalized. Uh, mm-hmm. Way better. Uh, oh, cool. Yeah, it sounds like fun, Miniman. I can see how you'd be into that. Mythological monkeys. Wukong. Thoth. It's a monkey. What? That's not a monkey. What? That's not a monkey. I know what a monkey is. That's not a monkey. Oh, he has many forms. Okay. Like, that's, you can't trick me, monkey man. I know a monkey when I see one. Uh, oh yeah. All right. So Abadar. Yeah, I haven't. So that's the project that we're working on, and so it's gonna be in this chat channel eventually. But for the meantime, it's actually happening in this other chat channel instead. So, um, yeah. So if you want your name to appear on this screen, you actually have to do it in the other channel for now. But eventually that will switch over, we will do it in this channel. The game's not done yet, so it's still very much a work in progress. So, yeah. Uh, oh, actually, speaking of which, that reminded me of another feature that I meant to implement. Uh, huh. Hmm. Hmm. Let me think. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I guess I don't need to do this yet, but when I need it, I'm gonna want it in place, so I should probably do this now. Yeah. So, yeah, yeah, I should do this. Right. So, yeah, we don't need to do this all the time, but all right. So, where do we add player? Add player. Oh yeah, and also adventure. Yeah, name. Okay, so adventures have names. Um, so yeah, after we do these other things, we'll say EF path equals player's name .txt. If OF path exists, etc., with whatever, then adventure, or no, pdict name dot name equals pdata read. Oh, the split seemed to work. Kind of. Actually, I don't know if it worked, but... Or no, not that. That wasn't the one I was worried about, or thinking about. It was the other one. And the other one seemed to work too, I guess. Anyways. Pdata read. Else. Else. Uh... pdict name equals name. Equals name. Yeah. Alright, and so now, yeah, so the difference here, this wasn't difficult to do, but, uh, no, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you were here, Abadar, but, so for one thing, I'm not taking suggestions on this project, because it's a personal project, not a collaborative project. I do collaborative projects sometimes, and if, I do, like, Stream Jam stuff, and so, which is, like, literally, like, everyone gets together and we all make a project. Like I call like basically none of the shots. No, I mean I do have some control over the project because I'm the one like implementing the stuff. But like we all vote and like we all it's all a collaborative thing. And so yeah, if that's the sort of thing that interests you, I announce those things in advance on my Twitter page. So if you follow at srsly_bz, that's I literally won't. I literally have not to like by the constraints of this project, the parameters of this project, it is literally impossible for me to do that. I mean, admittedly, I came up with the constraints of this project, but no. Uh, like I said, I do collaborative projects. If you like the idea of like a stream jam sort of thing, I can let you know when those come up because those are fun. This is not one of them, but it'll be happening in the near future. So yeah, I expect to see you there. I in fact demand it. Your attendance is required. I will take no excuses. None whatsoever. You have a reserved seat. Uh, all right. What was it doing? Oh yeah, right. So blitting. There's only one place where we actually care about this new name value, and that's in the case of blitting. So when we blit the character's name, we do not blit li, we blit pdict li.name. And that's just in case I need to moderate someone's name. I can like basically set a new name for them. Their bots are getting experience, but that's only so I'm letting them do that because the project is currently in it's not done yet. So like the servers are all going to get wiped before the project goes live, or at least the bots are. Maybe I'll keep everyone else's data. I don't know. But yeah, no, that's only because it's in testing. In the real game, like, well, for one thing, in the real game, that's going to be happening in this chat channel. So if someone's botting in this chat channel, their bot's probably going to get banned. And so yeah, that is technically happening, but only because we're in tests. Yeah. Yeah, easy to bot. It's also easy to tell when people are botting, and it's easy to ban them when they're botting. So, yeah. Also, I mean, Aaron and Light Up Man are both like regular followers, so like we talk a lot. They know what's up. They know their bots are not going to be welcome in the final project. They just do it, I think, because they like the challenge. They just thought it would be funny to set up bots, and yeah. No, I'm gonna take this seriously. And I mean, the game only runs like while I'm streaming, so I'll always be here. I'll always be here to moderate and like lay down the law, because it's part of my job. My current job, however, is just make these silly events. I don't know why I'm... Whatever. I guess because I get distracted looking at mythical creatures is a little bit of it. So, alright. I shouldn't make them all mythical. Maybe I should... I mean, one thing I could do is I could readapt some of these to be multi... Boulder would not make sense. Bridge would not make sense. Festival would not make sense. No, I really set these up to be like either or. So it's very fundamentally different sort of thing. So how about like an interrogation? What would an interrogation be? So like I'm just trying to think about situations where you can take multiple options. And in an interrogation, you can try like as many things as you want. And maybe interrogation is a little bit harsh. I want it to be like an investigation, maybe. Investigation has like tension and intrigue. It's not very action oriented though. Will you and like what is even the expected result of the investigation? So like it's a so what event type would that be? Like what are your options in investigation? Like do you I mean, the interesting thing about multi is that you're supposed to actually like have to consider each option, not just consider which option is the best, but consider which options are the best. So I guess I should talk through what that means for each of the different event types. In event type 0, This one's again, like event type 0, it's always for fun. You can do whatever you want. You can always do whatever you want in event type 0 because all the points are random, so it doesn't super matter. In event type 1, you're trying to build a consensus. Oh. So I guess like the only time you'd really want to choose multi in event type 1 is if you were hedging your bets. I guess. If you... No, yeah, why would you ever choose multiple options in event type 1? If anything, you'd want to choose like the right option. Is there a situation wherein you'd want to choose 2 in event type 1? I honestly can't think of it. Like, I don't think there's a situation where that would be advantageous. So maybe event type 1 multi is kind of like a trap. It's like kind of like a trick question. Like the event type exists, but like, and it implies that you can choose multiple options, but the correct answer is always to choose just one and stick with it, I guess, is how that would have to turn out in order for that to work. And so then in event type 2, kind of the same deal. Huh. So maybe I should stop trying to shoehorn multi. Maybe that's why it's not really making sense, is that like these event types were not made necessarily for multi. So event type 3 and 4, I guess, are the ones that kind of make sense with multi, because in event type 3 or 4, you're really trying to diversify. You're trying to like spread out your votes or your actions. You're supposed to like, take a distributed approach. So yeah, maybe I just shouldn't worry about event type the multi events being as compelling, because like, I don't know, they're kind of gimmies. So maybe with multi, it's not as much about like trying to... Yeah, no, maybe the challenge with multi is really trying to like rein in the behavior, not really about trying to like... It's more of like a... I don't know, it's like, it's not as much about figuring out what to do, it's about knowing what to do and like doing it correctly, like trying to pull it off correctly. Although, I don't know, it's also a little awkward, because currently the way I have it set up is... Oh, I know what I could do. I could take out the thing where you can change your vote. I can just make it I can just make it strictly added. Yeah, I think that makes more sense. I think that makes it more fun. Because like I have it right now that you can in a multi, so like in a normal event, like in a non-multi event, in a single choice event, you can choose an option and then you can change your choice at any time by choosing a second option. An event type multi, if you choose an option and then choose a second option, you now have chosen 2 options. And I currently have it so that you can unchoose an option. You can deselect an option by inputting that action again. But I can just take that out. I can just make it so that in order to get the point, you need to... in order to get... in order to... no, sorry, I don't even know what I was saying. I can make it so that once you input an action, you're locked in. Which might make more sense in some regards. So, yeah, I think... so that could be a more compelling way to use the events, is that, you kind of have to be more careful in a multi-event, because you can't, it's not as easy to change your mind. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I don't have to change it. Maybe that's just inherently a merit of event type, because like it's like more challenging to try and negotiate that. Like you have to pay closer attention. But is that a positive challenge, or is that just like an annoying challenge? I mean, I guess the best way to find out is to actually play it. But yeah, yeah. Like I was saying, I think part of the reason that I'm having so much difficulty trying to come up with stuff is that it's not going to be a perfect fit, because I came up with all these event types, then I came up with multi. So I am really trying to retrofit it into a system that it wasn't designed for. And I figured it was worth a shot, because if it did work, then that'd be cool. And maybe it still can work. Like, I haven't given up on it yet. But, yeah, it's not... it's a challenge. It is a challenge. So what am I trying to do here? So I'll probably go back and forth about the about how the multi-events are handled in terms of how the multi-events are handled in terms of what like the whether you can undo them or not. Yeah, I'll like keep that in the back of my mind and try not to get hung up on it. So event type 0, that one should be easy. I'll save that one for last because it has the most flexibility. Event type 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are the ones where it's kind of a trick question. So what's the situation where you have like where you'd be tempted to take multiple actions, but you really have to be deliberate, or where it really pays to be deliberate. Oh, yeah, no. Okay, so you don't lose all of the uh, sophistication in this, because some people can try and hedge their bets. Like if one person votes for something that they think is right, another person votes for the thing that they think is right, and hedges their bets with another thing, then the first person, I don't know. Yeah, no, I think there is some dynamism here. I don't think these are literally like ill fit. I think it's a different sort of situation. Like it's just different then. It's not necessarily worse, better or worse. So, yeah. All right. I'm sticking with that. So, all right, so let's just so yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe I stick with like what I've known from the previous like formulae. All right, so far all I have is like it's challenging, but maybe I can keep the fundamentals, and then I'm thinking possibly dragons, and also jackalopes come from North America apparently, is something I learned today, and a lot of mythological creatures have human faces. Just to recap, it's been like an hour that I've been trying to figure this out. But yeah, and we made it so that I can change characters' names. In fact, I guess I could test that out to make sure that it works. Yeah, I could rerun the script because then the two new event types, or the two new events would be in there too. So sure, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do it. Oh no, only the bots are playing. So, oh yeah, I should change someone's name. What do I call the new file? Just like name? Yeah, name.txt. All right, so I will change JourneyBot's name to something. JourneyBot players. JourneyBot new text document name dot text. It will be JourneyBot's new name will be fearless leader. No. JourneyBot's name will be our narrator or something. That was one thing I was considering naming the new JourneyBot. Anyways, alright, so JourneyBot will now henceforth be known as our narrator. At least let's see if that works. And it'll fix the 3 cower. Alright. Is that our narrator? Our narrator! Look at that! Alright, so the name thing works. Seems to, anyways. Hasn't caused any bugs yet. Alright, so cool. Who knows? Maybe there are going to be some bugs with event type 2. The event type 2 hasn't been tested as well as the other one, so I guess we'll find out now. So what? Right, the events. Still coming up with events. I like systems design a lot more than I like content design. I can get into content design, but like I don't like when I wake up in the morning, I have like a million systems in my brain that like my subconscious started whirling together, and like in order to get into content design, I really have to get into it because, um, oh no, Shadows the game got canceled. Is that what you're saying, Mini Man? No, Shadows the game was gonna be game of the year. I already set up the Kickstarter page for it and everything. Not Shadows the game. Were you able to get the collision system to work? um, yeah, I thought about that. Like really early on, I was like, how am I going to handle that? And that was when I decided that it's linear. Well, I mean, it's not linear. It's not. It's not. It doesn't work on that level of like minutia. Like it's never about direction. Uh, Also, you know how I deal with suggestions, so I mean, it's interesting that you've said that, of course, and the answer is, of course, I will never do that. Um, but no, that's one that I specifically thought of and decided not to do, unless you're talking about like branching trees. Oh, oh wait, are you? No, wait, hold on. Sorry, I just read your thing. Are you joking? Are you kidding? You just described literally the event system. That's literally how the game works. That's literally how the game has always worked. Sorry, no, I thought you were saying something else. I thought you were talking about like I would actually, and actually the other thing that I thought you might have been talking about, branching event trees, is also something that I have considered. So yeah, so no, that's literally how the game works. I guess it's not clear, but yeah. um, uh, yeah, that's what the five different event types do. They literally, yeah. Anyways, I'll uh all right. So dragons. What what event type should dragons be? Uh, so so what are your multiple options involving dragons? I guess you're flying on dragons for some reason. You're flying on dragons. You're flying on dragons. Will you? Why are you flying on dragons? You're flying on dragons. I'm like in a, I don't know. It like I've said, like when I work on content design, it takes me a little while to get into it. But like no, I think I'm just like a little brain dead right now. So I think like I think those factors together are like making this nearly impenetrable for me. But uh, maybe I'm loading myself up with too many restrictions. Cause like yeah, whenever I make new or when I've been making new events, I try and do something clever. But I think yeah, no, I'm guessing that's what it is. So I shouldn't really bother figuring out like what type of stuff I need exactly. I mean, I kind of have. I'll go thematic. Like I won't go super super particular. Uh, uh just action oriented and fantastic, or will be just be the two guiding principles I take from that. Okay, cool, yeah. Uh, a lot of I guess streaming just must be more popular in Europe because like it seems like that's where all the streaming is happening. But yeah, no, that's cool. Uh, 9 minutes to 1 a.m. So is that like Is that like? No, I don't know enough about European geography to know exactly what time zone that would be. Um, well, it's like, wait, 1 a.m. So it's like 6 hours off. So that would have to be like further. I think like isn't the UK like? I think like the UK is like 5 hours off from Eastern Standard Time. I might be wrong on that. But then, so then I guess if it was 6 hours off, if you're 6 hours off, then you'd have to be further east than UK, which I don't know. That's the extent that I know about geography in Europe. All right. So sorry. Uh, uh, oh, I was right. Cool. All right. Well, my brain's not completely useless at this point. Um, so yeah, I'll come up with like I'll come up with more of like a theme of like what these events are about, and then yay! All right, cool. Yay! Science and logic for the win. Um, so what are these events? Right. So I mean, kind in some ways, nothing has changed. In some ways, this is really just event type one. It's so different and yet so the same. Uh, I guess event type one, I for some reason it's difficult for me. uh, for some reason it's taken me more effort to come up with event types one than any other type. And I just did two event types two, which are on a similar bent. So maybe I should do event type two. I just did two event types two, and now maybe I'm on a roll with event types two. All right, so if I did another event types two, this is about like it's better the more people choose it. Is like the gist here. So this could be basically the same. I could just make more event types two, except make it so that you can, like maybe even the feast or like the the festival I could convert to multi. I would just have to add in one. No, but I don't know. I kind of like it as having like stare at your feet as an option. So yeah, no, I can come up with other stuff. Dragons. Dragons can be event type two. You're in the Hall of Dragons. Uh, uh, you find yourself in the Hall of Dragons. You stumble. You find yourself in the Hall of Dragons. Uh, you find yourself in the Hall of Dragons. Whatever. I just feel like putting something down right now. It's not going to be good, but you find yourself in the Hall of Dragons. Should I capitalize this? Capital Hall, capital Dragons. Oops, not, yeah, capital Hall. You find yourself in the Hall of Dragons. You can, you can do what? You can, ask an elder, no, wait, it's event type 2, so it should be beneficial for, it should be beneficial to team up, right? So, you're in the Hall of Dragons. What are you doing that's beneficial to team up in the Hall of Dragons? You can, ask, like, ask, an elder, you can seek wisdom, seek wisdom from the elders. the elders. You can seek wisdom from the elders. What are so what do you do in the Hall of Dragons? You can practice. You can train in. You can seek wisdom from the elders. Train in ancient martial arts. You can seek wisdom from the elders, train in ancient martial arts, and what? Oh, I probably want to. Oh, ooh! I just thought of something. The way events conclude, the way multi-events conclude, should be very different than the way regular events conclude, because the outro text for multi-events is very different. Because it. Okay. Actually, this isn't too hard. Yeah, it'll just be a lot simpler. Uh, so yeah, actually, so yeah, all right. So if cur ev dot multi yeah, I'll just take out the bonus experience part. Yeah. So if cur of multi something something and then else the old-fashioned way. But then yeah. So if it is cur of multi, we don't want to specifically say how much experience. Like we'll still say nice or perfect or whatever, but we won't say specifically how much experience it was worth. Yeah, I think that's right. Yes. Is there something else that we want to say instead? Nah, I think that's probably fine. Save that. So, yeah, right. So, because the thing here is like because you can take multiple options in multi, it would be a little weird if it said like you know action 1 plus 5 points, action 2 plus 2 points or whatever. Because like if you took both actions, you might think you got 7 points, but actually you got like 3 points because it averages it out. So actually you got 4 points, I think, because it averages it and rounds up. I think, but yeah. So I'll just not even mention points. I guess I don't have to mention points. No, I will mention points when it's not multi because hmm. Yeah, it just multi just doesn't like the correlation between points and well, someone didn't realize I have a translation tool. Oh, that's delightful. How much fun. Um, uh, good times. Maybe that phrase means something in a different language. uh, Sorry. I like the translation tool because, like, I'm like, oh, I wonder what this says. And it was just one of those situations where, like, you turn over a rock and it's like, oh, an ugly bug underneath. Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that, boxers. I, it was like opening a present and finding like a rotten banana inside. All right, so what was I working on before that? um, I yeah, pretty handy, huh? All you have to do is double click, and it's like sometimes it comes up with weird results, but I mean sometimes it works. uh, so yeah, did I? So yeah, no, I was talking about like the correlation between points and multi, and like multi just like the points value and the action values just don't have the same correlation in multi. So I'm trying to think if like there's some way I could convey that information, but oh, good job. Yeah, way to go, Buki. Uh, um, oh, is that what this means? Darius has so and so has been timed out 3 times. Maybe someone else got him too. Triple team. Booyah. uh, oh man, what is that life? What is that life where you go into um, um, what is that life where you just go into random chat channels and you like insult people? Like, what is the rest of your life? Like, do you just go other random places and insult people? Or are you just like angry all the time? Are you just like the world's saddest person? I honestly can't picture the rest of it. Like, I honestly can't. It's just like I try and think like, well, how does that happen? And then like, no, it's just like it all gets fantastical and like suddenly all these like weird tentacles start flying. No, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that that person's a monster. Probably a monster. No, I have mythical creatures on the mind. So Hall of Dragons. What was it? What were we doing there? You can seek wisdom from the elders, trained in ancient martial arts. Um, or maybe. Uh, you can seek wisdom from the elder, trained in ancient martial arts. Oh. Oh, yeah, no, I know what I should do. I should just make it really tempting to choose multiple options. I should make all the multiple options, like, sound really amazing. Uh, yeah, I stopped by, oh, man. You must have been visited by, like... He sounds like he must have been, like, a real top-notch, game connoisseur, right? This must have been, like, a professional game critic, or something. Like he must have been from like the IGDA like board of like professional certification or something. Just doing his rounds, doing the standard standard the standard game channel professionalism inspections. um, No, so Winter Inferno, we just did a feast for one thing, and also I think you know I can't take suggestions, but no, I'm thinking so I was thinking training in magics would be the other one, and I was thinking actually training in magics would replace wisdom. can. Well, I don't know. I don't want it all to be about like specialized knowledge, but I don't know. That's what I think of when I. Oh yeah, no, wait. Or the other thing was like fly around on a dragon. Was the other thing that you want to do? Uh, oh, I don't bite my tongue. That's. I think that. Well, I do tend to alienate viewers from time to time, and so I should get better at biting my tongue. But like, no, when trolls come in here, I just like. It's fun, because like, in how many situations can do you have absolute control over what a troll can say, while they have no control over the situation? It's like I don't know. I'm just like la la la. Sometimes I go overboard with that. I'm still getting better at moderating, but I don't know. I don't. Yeah. I don't know. They're not like the people who I make games for. They're not like the. They're not. I know I shouldn't like necessarily limit my audience, but like there's some people I guess like some people I'm just completely willing to to like let them work on themselves for a little while. Uh, um, yeah, I like I don't know. I'd probably be a better streamer if I was more tolerant, but I don't know. I'll work on that maybe. They can work on it too though. All right, so uh, fly um, fly around and burn stuff, I guess. Is the last one. You can unlock dark magics, unlock ancient magics. No, wait, this one's ancient. Unlock powerful magics. Train in ancient martial arts and fly around and burn stuff. So the point here is that the more you focus, the better you get. Like I don't know. I guess there's an advantage to specialization here, which I don't know. Yeah, I mean, how often do you really find yourself in the Hall of Dragons? So it's an exercise in restraint, I suppose. And there's no bad option here. There's no downside here. All right, so now I need outcomes. Yeah. So unlocking powerful magics. So like the fabric of reality bends to your will. um, Train in ancient martial arts. Uh, uh, Fire. I'm like, how many characters? It makes it sound like I'm yelling fire. Um, Fire. Whatever. Okay. Um, um, the fabric of reality bends to your will. Sure. Train in ancient martial arts. What happens if you train in ancient martial arts? Um, uh, I don't know. I'm not much of a martial artist. So you. What is the outcome of training in ancient martial arts? Oh. Your will. Uh, huh. Yeah. So I realized I just remembered today I've been writing these and saying you, but I don't think I actually meant to do. Cause like yeah, I think typically I avoid that language because you can't assume like what actions a person took. So like this is good because massive power blazes and illuminates a long night of joyous revelry. That's good. But like you drink and dine. Yeah. Oh, I guess I'm not 100% scrupulous about that. No, that's fine though. Cause that no that yeah that one's fine. I probably want to change the ones. Yeah, right. So like you don't make lovely bouquets. Many lovely bouquets were made. I should probably fix that up. Uh, Rainstorm. On a sturdy makeshift roof. You pass the time examining massive claw marks in the cave stone walls. Mm, I feel like this one's legit because like if you split your difference and you try and like even if you choose to build instead of searching for shelter, your building probably sucked and you probably went to the cave for shelter anyways. So Alpha Q Raw, hey, how's it going? Yeah, thank you for tuning in. I it's what I enjoy doing. Streaming, that is. Um, so I'm gonna call this one legit, even though it's a little bit ill-fitting. I just like the fact that there's clearly a bear, and you're not getting eaten is the good news. Uh, oh, yeah, I definitely forgot it here. Your message will not soon be forgotten. Will not be soon forgotten. So, hmm. Maybe I don't care about it here. Maybe I just don't care about it at all. Uh, I don't know. I might try and do a long stream tonight. I don't know how long I'll make it, but I can certainly try. It's like certainly worth a shot, I guess. I don't have any other plans, so. And I'm taking it relatively easy, so that helps. It's not like if I was like under a serious like crunch, that'd be difficult. But no, things are going okay so far. I still have plenty of soda. My army of empty cans has only grown longer and greater. It just like stretches halfway across the table at this point. uh, it's funny because it's not at all healthy. um, so do I care about the phrasing here? Your message will not be soon forgotten. Um, yeah, I don't think I care about that one. Treasure. Yeah, no, this one's very tactically phrased. So that's good. It was the festival. Ugh. Yeah, I rarely drink soda. I don't drink it. I use it. I mean, I do drink it, but like I don't drink. I don't like soda's not part of my diet. It's like part of my toolkit. And like so when I need caffeine, I fall back to it. I would. It would be coffee if I was not too lazy to make coffee. But I'm too lazy to make coffee. Um, uh, laughter. Laughter fills. Laughter. Laughter and. Oh, this one took me forever to write, and I'm gonna write it again. Laughter. And. Laughter and boasts. Uh, 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 Laughter and boasts fill uh, the grand dining hall. Laughter boasts and contented. Laughter boasts and contented. What's an exclamation of content? Contented. Uh, Contented. Oh wow. Yeah, I do stick with the diet kind or the 0 calorie kind, but even those aren't really good for you. Like I don't know, they like from what I've read they like screw with your metabolism, and so it's actually like not great for a person's diet to have those either. You drink and dine. Laughter boasts and no laughter boasts um, and laughter boasts and something cheers. So contented something or something or other cheers. And laughter boasts and man, my brain. I blame my brain for a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Cheers. So contented something or others or something or other cheers. Contented cheers? Is that too obvious? Yeah, whatever. Contented cheers. I don't care. I do not care. I might have cared a while ago, but we are long past that time. We're long past the time of cheering. Alright, so the fabric of reality bends. So, bends to, bends under a great arcane weight. Bends to a great arcane force. Trained in ancient martial arts. Yeah, oh right, yeah. For me it was like those like Starbucks coffee drinks. Like the bottled kind that you can just like drink like so fast and they taste like sugar coffee deliciousness. That was difficult for me. Fortunately, they got rid of those eventually, so I didn't have to worry as much about the temptation. Uh, I diet just fine. Like sugar is not a problem for me. Well, I diet fine. Like most of the week, my diet is really good. I do have like a cheat day, and I think that's how I get it. That's how I get through. Actually, I guess I have like one cheat day, and that's when I get like all my cravings out of the way. And then I just for the rest of the week, I'm usually pretty good. Not perfect, but pretty good. Yeah. So diet. Yeah, I don't like dieting. However, everyone has a diet. Diet is just what you eat. And so the importance of having a diet is caring about what you eat. So it's not about dieting, it's about caring about what you eat. And if you do that, you're good. If you don't care about what you eat, you're going to die like tomorrow, probably. Not that soon, but there's just like so much garbage out there. It's kind of crazy like how much garbage masquerades as food. Like like if you go to a supermarket, this always weirds me out. Like once I noticed it, if you go to the supermarket, there's like the groceries, there's like the produce section, and there's like the meat section, and then pretty much everything in between is garbage. Like there's a few exceptions there, but like 90% of what's in between those two sections is garbage. It's kind of weird because that's like 80% of the store is like garbage. It's so weird. Like there's an entire aisle just for like chips and soda in a lot of supermarkets. Maybe this is different in other places in the world, but this is how it is where I live. How do you stay so mini man if you just eat whatever you want? um, all right, so what uh what what what's this martial arts stuff about? So what I want to convey is that like strength, strength and inner balance are the important parts here. The fabric of reality bends to great arcane forces is powerful magics. Bends under the weight of great arcane forces. Of great of of great arcane forces. Um, so uh, for hours of uh, discipline and for hours of discipline and uh, all right. So yeah, I guess the trick is just to pay attention to where the actual food is located, and then just seek that out. And it's just really sad to realize that like all that other stuff is getting bought and consumed by people. But like I mean, like I said, I have a cheat day, and I like on my cheat day, the one of the local grocery stores like does like 2 for 1 like Entenmann's like sorry, I try not to say brands on my stream, but whatever. I do it from time to time. Maybe I should just stop being so weird about that, but whatever. Like I'll just eat like an entire coffee cake is what I'm trying to say. I'll just like single-handedly put down an entire coffee cake. Not in one sitting though. Usually it takes me at least 2 sittings. For hours of discipline, uh, uh, Oh wow. Oh, that's awesome. That is that is fantastic. Congratulations. I I when I was young, I like you know those you know like those hey space my name, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah. No, you were fine yesterday. How'd your thing go today? How'd the event go? Were you able to make it there despite your pounding headache? The pounding headache I'm sure you had. um, uh, you know those sorry, this is on another topic, Space Minute. It was what we were talking about before. But you know those like growth charts that like you have like when you're a kid. I don't know if your doctor like kept track of this, but it's like the average range of like weight and height. Um, so like this is like weight and like this is height, and like as you grow, you're supposed to like stay like roughly within this trajectory. So like as your height grows, your weight grows like accordingly or whatever, uh, or something like that. I forget how it's set up exactly, but basically like mine looked like this. It was wait, hold on. No. It started out normal, and then it was like that was like so fortunately it happened like uh I just mean like I don't know. This I guess no, I guess what I was trying to say is like this happened when I was young. Oh, awesome. Oh, that's awesome, Space My Name. I oh yeah, I guess I got to look. Because actually, then if you follow the chart further, it actually went like that, and I think that was the part where they're like, "Ben, you have a problem." But yeah, I think it's probably back on track. Whatever. Yeah, that's probably scientifically accurate. But yeah, I don't know. I I've never really had to transform myself, I guess is what I was trying to say. So that's like I'm really impressed with people who can do that cuz like I've thought about it. I've thought about like, hey, I should get like muscular or something and like never going to happen. I've learned enough at this point to know that it's never actually going to happen. um so so uh so so and like and enlightenment and enlight I can spell enlightenment and resolve uh settle under sweat under why do I keep saying under alright, so fabric of reality bends to the weight of great arcane forces, whatever. Settle under sweat heated browse settle under no result enlightenment and resolve dawn across enlightenment dawns across sweat beaded brows. Cool. Oh, I didn't save this one yet. So this would be Dragon Hall, I guess. Yeah. Was that one done? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, save that. How, how, um, how long was your talk? Oh no. How long were you up there, Space My Name? Like, did you have to talk for a while, or was it like a pretty quick gig? Oh, whoa. Kids are awful. How I don't understand this species, because like we start out so awful. We're all so bad at the start. Um, all right, so that was an event type two, and so that was good. It only took me an hour to come up with that one. It only took me a little over an hour to make that one. Uh, oh wow, oh wow. So that's like that's a good talk. Uh, huh. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not good at giving public presentations. Like I'm such a terrible speaker, so 30 minutes is like an eternity to me. I have to give like a 5 minute talk. I don't have to, but I'm giving like a 5 minute talk on Monday, and I'm really nervous about it because I'm like, how am I gonna fill 5 whole minutes? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I guess that's the. I guess that's. I guess you kind of just have to like cast a wide net in order to find like the two that don't suck. um, all right, so dragons and excitement and fantasy and stuff. What else should we do? What? So there should be something challenging because it's been a little bit. It's been a little bit easy. So there should be something a little more tumultuous. I guess that could be good for event type one. It's tumultuous, and you could be tempted to try a lot of things, but the real, the real path to victory is to keep a steady, steady heart, steady mind. I don't know. So maybe the city's under siege. The Sure. Uh, well, this is kind of like the Goblin Arsonists. Uh, your your camp is under siege. Is under siege. Uh, you can wait. How is this supposed to be better? You can. No, I don't think this one's gonna work for type one. Yeah, no. What's something where you could be tempted to split up or hedge your bets, but like the best course of action is to all work together. Your well, no, maybe so. Okay, your camp is under siege, and then I just have to come up with solutions that are of that ilk, perhaps. Um, oh man, how do you restart a hard drive? I've wondered that myself. I always felt like I'd be a much better game dev if I understood how to restart my hard drive. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat. Uh, camp is under siege. So, what are the type of solutions to camp being under siege that you'd really have to work together in order to accomplish, but are not mutually exclusive? So, um, I guess I want to induce panic. Yeah, because the other type ones are moving a boulder and kitty tree. So I guess for this event type one, I kind of want to induce panic a little bit. Um, oh, sorry. Yeah, just a heads up. I'm asking myself a lot of rhetorical questions. So I just to be clear, all my questions are rhetorical. Um, so uh, yeah, I mean, feel free to play along at home, but just keep in mind that I'm going to also be answering these questions myself. um, yeah, that's I guess that's a good way to think about it. It's like yeah, you're welcome to keep your own scorecard. Uh, oh, I have plenty of soda here. Here, wait. How do I fit the soda into my hard drive so that I can upload it to your Mac modem? How do I space my name? I'll upload my sodas to your Ethernet ports so that you can have a soda. um, soda mixes well with alcohol. um, don't you remember what happened yesterday, Space My Name? um, um, yeah. Hmm. Will you? You can. So you can retreat to higher ground, or nah. All these options feel mutually exclusive. Like I'm having a much easier time coming up with mutually exclusive options. So yeah, maybe the camping under siege is not an event type one. So what's another panic-inducing situation that could be an event type one? What's a panic? Yeah, no, you know what? No, that's right. So I'll do one over a longer time scale. Well, I guess I kind of did that with the Hall of Dragons. Um, your flash drive, huh? Sorry. Uh, coffee cup holder. Oh man, that's amazing. I mean, isn't that what they really are at this point, though? Because like, who actually uses physical media anymore? um. All right, so Hall of Dragons kind of takes place over a longer time scale. I guess. I mean, time is relative, right? Like, uh, so all right, so no, your camp is under siege. You can reinforce the gates because apparently your camp has gates for some reason. Whatever. Uh, I don't know why your camp has gates. I don't know. Whatever. Your camp has gates. I don't care. Or gate. I try not to do plural. Reinforce the gate. Uh, you can. No, I don't. I don't know. This would be so easy if it wasn't event type one. But like, I've already done similar ground for the other event types, so I don't want to do it for. Hmm. No, this isn't good. Excuse me. Campus under. What's it? Yeah, I really just need to come up with a situation where like it's going down, it's getting real, and you need to just like focus. You really need to focus. That's the situation that I need. So the camp being under siege is not the correct scenario. Why do you need to focus? You need to focus because like everything's going wrong. And besides, the city siege was pretty close to the goblin arson, so that's not very fresh ground either. So, so, whoa, wait, what happened? What? Sorry, I read the line about the coma and I was like, oh, did it get serious all of a sudden? um, alright, so, um, so, it's getting real. The world is at peril. So the Doomsday device got activated. The Doomsday device has been activated. The you you uncover a you uncover an activated Doomsday. You uncover a Doomsday device activated and counting down. Counting and rapidly counting down. You can. Is this gonna work? You can. You can. You can. Dismantle. No. You can cut. You can. I don't want to use dismantle as the keyword, because dismantle is awkward to type. I try and use like much more succinct keywords, but dismantle is the word that I want. You can carefully cut you can carefully cut out the core. You uncover a. Maybe it's not a Doomsday device. Maybe it's a. Maybe it's just a. You uncover. Yeah, whatever. It's a Doomsday device. Activated and readying. Activated and readying to detonate. You can carefully cut out the core. Cut at the core. You can carefully cut out the power supply. Carefully cut out the power source. Cut off the power source. cut at, carefully sever. I again, I'm just having difficulty. Oh, sorry, I haven't been paying attention to chat, but your first game is going to be a 2D Thief game, then you're going to make a 3D sequel. Interesting. Like it's going to be like you will be the thief in the game. Uh, that's an interesting premise for a game. I don't know if I don't know if I've heard of that done before. I mean, like the obvious example would be Thief, but I don't know. I guess I don't know. I didn't really play enough of Thief to really know if that delivered on the promise. But like if you made a game that's literally about thievery and like the main interaction of the game is thievery, then that could be interesting. So do you mind if I ask why you have planned out already the? Okay, yeah, you do explain the game in which you're a thief. Um, uh, do you have a specific reason why it's going to start as 2D and then go 3D? Is that just because you think that's the natural progression of how you want to like go about making games? Uh, oh shoot, Winter left before I could. Whatever. All right, sorry. I am sucks. uh, all right, so uh, carefully hack at the power source. Uh, 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 what's another thing you can do? Yeah, what happened to Shadows the Game? Oh no, Shadows the Game got canceled. Who is it that was working on Shadows the Game? It was Miniman was working on Shadows the Game, right? But he gave up. So Shadows the Game, I think, got canceled. Yeah. Um, it was gonna be Game of the Year though. It's gonna be pretty amazing. Oh, Payday. Oh yeah, right. Payday's about like bank heists, right? Um, that's a good point. I hadn't thought about that one. Uh, yeah. Oh yeah. So Shadows the Game was because Miniman was trying to get Shadows to work, and then he posted screenshots, and in the screenshots it was just a picture of like two spheres and then like shadows. And so I was asking him like, "What are you working on?" And he's like, "I'm working on a collision system." And I'm like, "Are you sure you're not working on Shadows the Game? Because if all you have running is nothing except for the shadows, then spoilers, you're working on Shadows the Game." And I didn't get the full story of exactly how it went down, but he came back later, and I guess it didn't work out. So I'm pretty sure Shadows the Game got canceled, unfortunately. Which is it's just sad because like I was almost ready. I was almost finished with the setting up the Kickstarter campaign for it and everything. It was going to be Game of the Year, but I don't know. Maybe it'll get a gritty reboot in a few years. All right, so Doomsday Device. You can carefully hack at the power source. Uh, carefully hack at the power source. Alert. Uh, nearby. Nerdy. Nearby. Uh, you can carefully hack at the power source. Alert. Nearby. Uh, you can do a shot of espresso. Oh no, wait. Yeah. Um, he said as he chugged soda. um, uh, so alert nearby townsfolk. uh, carefully hack at the power source. Alert nearby townsfolk. Or evacuate? No, alert nearby townsfolk. The evacuation has to be implied because evacuate would not be as good a action word. I don't want this to get too wordy. This is already like longer than usual, I think. You can carefully hack at the power source, alert nearby townsfolk, and uh, and uh, 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 roll 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 the mechanism down a nearby or down an abandoned down an abandoned mine shaft. So the idea here is that you can hack at the power source, you can alert nearby townsfolk, and you can roll the mechanism down an abandoned mine shaft. If you do one of these things, you will succeed. If you try and do all of these things, you will fail. Because you won't hack at the power source, you won't get the townsfolk out in time, and you won't get it down the mine shaft. So I guess that's the thought here. One of my I was given the advice to program drunk, debug sober. Apparently some people find that to be the magic formula. Oh yeah, right. All right. Did you cover that topic already? Uh, yeah, yeah. As long as you're sober when you're debugging, then apparently that's like the secret to coming out with great software. Uh, all right. So wait, yeah. How does this work? So right. So okay. So there's no wrong answer. So leave a space there, and then so the first outcome is the bad outcome. The first outcome is the one where everything fails. So uh, um, uh, future generations will refer to to future generations this site will be known as the Great Crater. That's the fail case. So now there are three win conditions. So you can carefully hack at the power source. So the glowing the flashing orb slowly fades to an inert the flashing orb slowly fades to an inert grayish hue. That's if you hack at the power source sufficiently. Uh, Actually, I guess alerting nearby townsfolk. Uh, hmm. This would also be an appropriate one for alerting the nearby townsfolk. To future generations, the site will be known as the Great Crater. Sure. I'll come up with a new fail case. And then roll the mechanism down an abandoned mine shaft. Uh, so the mountain shakes with muffled bamf. Isn't bamf the noise that Nightcrawler makes? So I think so. I don't know. I don't. Yeah. No. Wait. No. Yeah. I know that was the case. Anyways. uh. So. Yeah. Anyways, that was super important. Mountain shakes with a muffled bamf. And then settles in peace. Then settles in a peaceful silence. Alright, so what's the actual fail case? To future generations, the site will be known as the Great Crater. Or future generations, we'll call this site the Great Crater. So yeah, what's the fail condition? I think part of the reason Nightcrawler's on my mind is I was really disappointed when I realized that the new Jake Gyllenhaal movie was not a Marvel film. I heard about it and I was like, oh my gosh, that's awesome! And then I was like, oh, that's not by Marvel. That's not. um. um. All right, so what's so so although Doomsday so Doom was a slight exaggeration. More like immense pain and widespread destruction day. More accurately, immense pain and widespread destruction day. Alright, so yeah, you get immense pain. Yep, so here's my name. I did 2 things this morning. That was one of them. The other thing I did was I shifted the chat pane so that, like, I don't know why. On OBS, like, it looks fine. Like, sorry, I'm opening a portal to another dimension. I apologize. On OBS, like, it always looked fine. Like, you can always see, like, the characters, like, on the very edge of the screen. Like, that was totally... There's never any problem there. But for some reason on the, like, when I watched it back on the archives, that part was getting cut off. So, I don't know what that was about. And, I think I fixed it. Hopefully, actually, I didn't check. I fixed that buffer so that it should be better now, but I don't know if I actually fixed it. Um, Hopefully, I don't know. Oh, I just realized something. I'm a silly person. Yeah, I'm a silly person. Anyways, but I figured out what I did. Sorry, I repositioned OBS and I was like, oh right, so that's why I had it positioned like that before. Sorry, now I'm just trying to get it back to how I had it. All right, I don't care. I'm gonna stop caring. I'm gonna stop caring imminently. Imminently, I'll stop caring. I swear to you, I'm gonna stop caring really soon. All right, good enough. Whatever. That's fine. All right. Uh, uh, so did I save this yet? No. So Doomsday. We're making progress, you guys. It's only taken me 2 hours to come up with 2 events. Yikes. Um, so now we just need 3 and 4, which should be kind of gimmies, and then 0, which can be whatever. Alright, so things have gotten a bit intense. How intense, you might ask? Too intense. So now we have Arson, Boulder, Bridge, Doomsday, Dragon Hall, Festival, Kitty Tree, Meadow, Pirate Ship, Rainstorm, Riot, and Treasure. What are we missing? Humanitarian issues, I guess. So like kidnapping or something? Or like hostages or something? Mitsuki, hello. Oh, what am I clicking on? Wow. Wow. Here, I'll let you all revel in that one. Oh wait, I have to save that one for binrysface.tumblr. Sorry. um. Oh wait, what was the other one? Sorry, wait, hold on, did I miss one? Uh, no, okay, no. Alright. Alright, no, I'm good. Alright. Sorry, I've been really bad at chat for some reason lately, so now I'm like trying to overcompensate in some cases. Anyways, so yeah, kidnapping. So no, what are the event type we have left? We have event type 3 and 4 multi. 3 and 4 multi 3 and 4 multi imply that you want to divide and conquer. So yeah, so that's good. So like so if the hostages, so the hostages can be event type 3. I mean, event type 3 is also used for arson, the goblin arson. So maybe I should try and do it on event type 4. Yeah? Alright, I'll try and do it on event type 4. Oh, yeah. No, at a certain point it became very clear that I had to make one. There was just too much, art happening, and so, yeah, it's a thing. The only picture of those that's mine is the Halloween costume. I put the Halloween costume up there because I was like, well, if there's already a tumble for it, I might as well put that up there. That was 100% fandom. I highly recommend the Blink Twice video. Yeah, no, I haven't updated it recently. I have some bookmarks that I haven't added yet, but if there's one that it's not on there, because I missed a lot of them too, so feel free to just send me ones if I missed them, because I probably forgot to bookmark it, and so yeah, Send them my way. I'll get them up there. Um,